For decades, the giant panda was the ultimate symbol of extinction. It was the face of countless environmental campaigns, the animal everyone was told we had to save. But I'm about to tell you something that might feel a little uncomfortable. A truth that nobody seems to want to talk about. Giant pandas are no longer on the brink of extinction. Yes, you heard that right. It's real. After years of incredible effort, strict protection, massive habitat restoration, and heavy government intervention in China, pandas were officially moved from endangered to vulnerable. This is a monumental conservation success, a genuine environmental victory. So why does it feel like no one is celebrating? Why isn't this front-page news? The answer is simple and a little cynical. Bad news sells better than hope. And pandas were far more useful to the narrative when they were dying. Think about it. Saving pandas was incredibly easy to market. They're undeniably cute, they're harmless, and they're incredibly Instagram-friendly. They were a magnet for donations, headlines, and global sympathy. Now that their population is recovering, the spotlight is dimming. The urgency has faded. And here's the really uncomfortable part. While we were all focused on this one charismatic species, thousands of other species have been quietly slipping into extinction. These are animals with no cute faces, no plush toys made in their image, and no viral campaigns to save them. You don't see people marching in the streets for the scaly-foot snail or the long-beaked echidna. The success of the panda proves something profound, and frankly, a bit dangerous. It proves that extinction is preventable. It shows us that conservation works, but only when there's a massive injection of money, power, and political will. So the real problem was never a lack of solutions. It was always a lack of interest. It was a selective empathy driven by what we find appealing. This forces us to ask a very disturbing question. Are we genuinely trying to protect nature in all its diverse and sometimes strange forms? Or are we just trying to save the animals we find adorable? The panda's story isn't just a feel-good tale of recovery, it's a mirror reflecting our own biased priorities. It reveals a system where a species' survival depends not on its ecological importance, but on its marketability. The panda was the perfect poster child for a crisis. It was black and white, literally and figuratively. Saving it felt like a clear moral victory. But what about the amphibians, the insects, the bizarre deep-sea creatures that are just as vital to their ecosystems? Their extinction doesn't generate the same emotional response, so they don't get the same resources. This isn't to diminish the incredible work that went into saving the panda. We should absolutely celebrate that achievement. It shows what humanity is capable of when we truly commit to a goal. But we can't let that one success blind us to the larger failure. We can't let the survival of one cute animal make us complacent. The truth is, our planet's biodiversity is a complex, interconnected web. Losing the less cute species can cause entire ecosystems to unravel in ways we can't even predict. Every time a species vanishes, whether it's a photogenic mammal or a tiny, overlooked fungus, the world becomes a poorer, less resilient place. So, the next time you see a story about an endangered species, ask yourself, is this animal getting attention? Because it's a keystone of its environment, or because it pulls at our heartstrings? Are we funding conservation based on science and ecological need, or on public relations and fundraising potential? The pandas are surviving, and that's wonderful. But our priorities, they might still be endangered. The real challenge now is to take the lessons we learned from the panda and apply them to the thousands of other species that are crying out for help, even if their cries aren't as cute or media-friendly. We have to decide if we want to be saviors of just the popular animals or true guardians of all life on Earth. Thanks for watching. If this made you think, consider subscribing for more content that challenges the way we see the world. See you next time.